Well, let's bring you the team details. Starting with Kilmarnock, and 19-year-old starlet Alex Burke has lost his fight for fitness, though his wing twin, David Bagan, does play. The vacancy on the left is filled by Colin McKee, who learnt his trade with Manchester United. Defender Gus MacPherson is available again after suspension. Paul Wright is looking to extend a purple patch that has brought him a goal in each of the last 5 games.
Yeah, I think they'll miss little Burke out wide for them there. A lot of strength in the wide areas with Bagan and Burke both attacking there, and 2 strikers are really informed, Wright and McIntyre. But the main thing tonight will be how well the back players can hold out. They're experienced players in there, good players, but Dundee United have a lot of pace up front.
Stephen Presley's sending off here against Hibs deprives him of his semi-final berth. Neil Duffy comes in. He's not started a game in the senior side since December. He'll bolster the midfield. The 3 Scandinavians, Pedersen, Zetterlund and Olofsson, have helped significantly in the upswing in Dundee United's fortunes. And striker Robbie Winters has scored so far in every round.
Yeah, real informed team, Dundee United, apart from that 1 defeat, but it looks like it's going to be a 4-3-3, but you can never tell with Tommy McLean. Very, very tactical manager, changes things about even during the course of a match. If anything happens, Charlie Nicholas mentioned it before, I'd be really surprised if he goes with the 4 at the back, but you never know, because normally he sets up, he likes the 3 at the back with the 2 fullbacks pushed on to pick up wide players, and Kilmarnock are ideally suited to play that sort of system against tonight. So although it's been laid out the 4-3-3, we really need to wait and see how they start, but they've got a lot of pace up front, as I mentioned. McLaren and Olofsson, wide areas, Winters, all very dangerous players.
One of Britain's most experienced referees, Jim McCluskey. Both clubs started this season in some disarray. Both bottom of the Premier Division at various times, but one of them will end the season in the cup final. Kilmarnock kick off, playing down the famous, or infamous if you like, slope at Easter Road in the first half. I don't think either club has sold out in its ticket allocation, but there is a tremendous atmosphere in the stadium. And here's Wright with a testing ball straight away. 1 or 2 of the Dundee United players looking askance, as if to say there was an offside here, but the flag stayed down. It was close, and he might well have been offside, Gordon.
Yeah, I think they had a good case there, and Paul Wright getting into an offside position caused a bit of flurry in the Dundee United defence.
MacPherson had to go across there, and he didn't make it. And McLaren is given offside through the centre as Dundee United look to make an early impact. He can't believe it.
I think that's the right decision as well. I think that was a good burst by Winters on the right-hand side there. Just shows you the pace he's got. But I think McLaren was offside. He just made that little yard. If he held himself back, he had a load of room there he could have got into. But it's just a matter of being patient when you're trying to run into those sort of positions and holding back until the player sees you making the burst.
I must say the ground authorities here have done their best to dampen down this surface, like anywhere else in Britain over the last couple of weeks. There's been very, very little rain, but the sprinklers have been on all day, and there's a little bit of give in the ground, as we suggested. McKinney is starting on the left, and Duffy in midfield. Malpass, who's seen it all, done it all before, and might well be a steadying influence amongst those who haven't. McIntyre, 19-year-old David Bagan. One of the symbols, really, of the way Bobby Williamson has helped turn things around at Rugby Park. He knew the young players, and he was not frightened to bring them in when he was elevated to caretaker manager. When Alec Totten, and now Falkirk, of course, was dismissed in December. Bobby Williamson, now the Kilmarnock manager. They've finally taken away the word caretaker from that title.
Yeah, they haven't offered him a contract yet, man, so he's still unsure about how long he's going to be the boss for. Well, a fledgling manager, nonetheless, against
one of the most experienced in the country. It will run through to the Dutchman, Steve Dijkstra, two foreign goalkeepers here. Yugoslav international Lekovic was the custodian for Kilmarnock. Just back in the Yugoslavia squad as well. First played for his country back in '88. Longish throw. Perhaps quite as long as Olofsson would have hoped for. Malpass. Olofsson. Duffy driving on. Big, strong figure. Kerr trying to be the same down the left for Kilmarnock. Well, it's as frantic as you'd expect in the opening exchanges of a major semi-final. Kerr, who didn't know where he'd end up playing this season after being released by Reading. Certainly done the rounds, but very grateful to Kilmarnock for giving him the opportunity to show that there's more football in him. Rather fell out with the two joint managers at Reading, Jimmy Quinn and Mick Gooding. Olofsson. The veteran Montgomery will be 36 later this week. Kerr. And when you look at the Premier League results between these two teams, it's very much in Dundee United's favour. But Tommy McLean knows that it's what happens on the night that matters in the Cups. You can talk all you like about the pointers from the previous meetings, and Dundee United have won the last three between these two clubs. They've got to earn the right to win again tonight. Kilmarnock with 5 straight wins to boost their confidence to come into this game.
I think the confidence is up, Martin, because 2 of those wins were against Rangers and Celtic, so it's not very often that the provincial clubs can throw a few wins together, including wins against both the Old Firm and good wins at that. But I can see the thinking now behind Tommy McLean actually putting a back 4 out, because Paul Wright has withdrawn himself a little bit deeper from the striking position. He pushes up now and again, but during play he's pulling himself deeper, so Dundee United deploying Dolan just in front of the back 4 in order to pick Wright up in general play.
McLaren get the surest of touches. Mark Reilly leaving the throw to Kerr, who certainly doesn't lack confidence. Towards McIntyre, but the flag was up. That win against Rangers was at Rangers, of course, and Jim McIntyre was a very central figure in that, scoring a goal and earning the penalty that Paul Wright put away to win the match.
They've turned into a good combination, McIntyre and Wright. I still think that the Dundee United front 3 are going to be very, very hard for Kilmarnock to try and cope with. They're very, very quick with freedom, and Olofsson in particular is a very, very shrewd player as well, and tends to play younger counterparts in a lot.
Calm work initially by MacPherson and then by Montgomery. Kerr. Paul Wright, I'm sure, will be singled out for the most disciplined attention. It was Jamie Dolan, who doesn't flinch the tackles, who committed that foul.
It's a feature of Paul Wright's play, quite willing to take the ball from great distances and have a go, and he's got a tremendous shot on. We've seen him score some spectacular goals this season. He's very, very willing to have a go, and something Dundee United will need to be careful about. On from Winters, but the
two support strikers were just a little bit wide for that sort of touch. McKee, released by Aberdeen, somewhat contentiously, but Roy Aitken looking to the future at Pittodrie. Tommy McLean realising that he needed a bit of experience as cover, and McKee getting himself in the team, typically. John Henry, who was very much a star turn in the quarter-final for Kilmarnock. He got a hat-trick against Morton. Midfield man with a real eye for goal, as that suggests. The player who got a hat-trick for Dundee United against Kilmarnock only a couple of months ago, Ray McKinnon, is only amongst the Tommy McLean substitutes tonight. All those 3 goals, amazingly, came from direct free kicks. Maybe they'll bring him on for a set play.
Yeah, I think they will, but because the sort of danger he showed, there was 3 different types of free kicks and they scored them all. I don't ever remember that happening before in a game, Martin, at all.
Challenged by Norwegian Pedersen, the ball flying across to McKee, pressed by Bagan, a real youthfully experienced duel, this one.
Yeah, he's a real experienced player, McKee. He pushed the ball into the corner there, and he's got a hold of his jersey. He had a foul on him earlier on as he jumped as well, so you'll have to be careful, young David Bagan. A yellow card could be coming his way.
And one of the reasons for playing Duffy was his height. Just gone beyond him.
Yeah, Duffy is good in the air. He gets in well in set pieces, but also in normal plays if he'll get into the back post. That was hit beyond them though. For Olofsson, who's also excellent here. He lays on a lot of goals and scores a few, we said too, so he's a danger too. And I think if you look round both sides, no question that Dundee United have a bit more aerial power than Kilmarnock have.
Perry's header, and in goes Montgomery. There's Duffy's aerial ability. Olofsson's craft as well, because Winters is supremely quick, and MacPherson defended very well in the circumstances. Malpass played wide by Dolan. McKee, and both sides showing that they can pass the ball on this contentious Easter Road surface, although that's not a good first touch by McIntyre, by McKee rather. Pedersen getting it forward. Dolan. Andy McLaren. Plenty of players pushing up. And Dundee United tangerine. McKee, but that was a little sloppy. Winters is onside. MacPherson has to rather scratch it away. The goalkeeper was unsure. He made his move off his line. MacPherson did the right thing, and twice in a matter of minutes he's felt the threat. Heard the arrival of Winters, but kept him at bay. And the McLaren, who's headed that into the goalkeeper's arms, has just dropped to the ground. It's a lively opening, Gordon.
Yeah, it's pretty good football as well, pretty quick. People are trying to play the ball on the ground, use the pitch, but that was a decent ball through. But look at MacPherson there, absolutely tremendous pivotal fullback. He covers brilliantly when it's played. Anything played in behind the fullbacks, he reads it so well. He uses all his experience to bear, and he'll have to do that tonight. Both fullbacks will need to be very, very lively. As quickly Dundee United win the ball, they like to transfer it in those areas behind centre-backs, with a player coming from the middle, running out to wide, and the full-backs, particularly MacPherson, though, is absolutely brilliant at reading those sort of situations.
Kilmarnock have not won the Scottish Cup since 1929, when, and I learnt this just a couple of minutes before we went on the air, they were captained by my co-commentator's grandfather.
That's right, yeah, he was captain that night. The Smiths have come and gone at Kilmarnock and still not won the cup. 1929. I even had 6 years there trying to do it, Martin, as well. And it's been a long. Kilmarnock always consider themselves a cup side, and yet you consider how long it is since they've won it. It's unbelievable.
Well, your son's what a trainee at Brighton, so maybe he'll end up playing for Kilmarnock.
Yeah, well, he might even win the cup for Brighton. I didn't manage to do either.
Bagan. Oh, a mess up there between Dolan and Perry. It's McIntyre. It needed a touch. And Dijkstra supplied it, but no wonder he's scowling at those who should have been defending better.
Yeah, it was a real bit of indecision in the defence. Watch this, look, two players not sure who to go for it there. Perry managed to squeeze it away, but only drops it out wide to McKee, and he delivers a nice ball. It's not a good header, it's the back of his head, and Dijkstra just has to look smart to get it over.
Kimmy having to be alert. Kerr. Dundee United close to qualifying for next season's UEFA Cup through their league placing, currently third in the table. Kilmarnock still with a wary eye on what's happening below them. They're not totally free from the risk of being in that dreaded playoff position. One off the bottom, one above the automatic relegation place, which will be Raith Rovers.
This new idea of Martin's good. They brought in, they saw it on Saturday for the first time, where they've got a spare ball all the time. If the ball's kicked away out the ground, they've got another ball immediately given to the throwers so that the game flows.
Good for the viewers. I'm not sure the players, as it moves on,
well, sometimes they get too much of a rest for players. I mean, you see how much time the ball's actually in play at times. You can say that they get 20-25 minutes of stoppage time. So I think it's a good idea. Keep the play going.
Yes, I agree with you. And the play's going to go on with a free kick to Kilmarnock here. And we want McLaren back the full 10 yards. Kerr whips it in. Wright and McIntyre rather going for the same ball.
They're not defending these really well at the moment, Dundee United, to be fair. The one player on two there, I think it was Perry, ended up having to challenge with both players. So, Dundee United will need to sort it out. Kilmarnock are driving free kicks because they're normally high. Dijkstra's the first man to get to them.
Kerr to Wright. Leaving it to Malpass. He needs to do a bit of retrieving here, and he hasn't been able to accomplish that. Malpass struggling to get back into position. McIntyre struggling to get a pass away to the left-hand side. Right. Olofsson's header, and steered on by Duffy, who's taking up a position in the centre, with Winters holding the ball on the left. McKee, he wants it back. Winters uses him as a decoy, but he's had two chances to cross from this side and rather wasted them both. And then a stray header by Pedersen, presenting possession to Kilmarnock. And the error then replicated by the opposition. McKee. Pedersen has become a real cult hero with the Dundee United followers. McKee. Winters, chance for the shots, and it was pretty well struck. Lekovic saw it coming all the way. A decent bit of football broke out there in the middle of all that bad passing, but Duffy did well. He just held off Ray Montgomery enough time to allow Winters to get onto his left foot, but no power or direction in the shot. Winters, done with great assurance. Steered forward by Zetterlund, asking a little bit too much of Olofsson. Olofsson is a Swede, like Zetterlund, but the number 7 for Dundee United. He really made his name in top-class football in Norway. Zetterlund looking to try and react to the long throw, but it goes closer to Duffy, who was beaten by Reilly. Dolan. McLaren. It has been conspicuous with almost 20 minutes gone, is that the either side has really come here with a cautious approach. MacPherson. And nor should they really, given their recent results.
Yeah, Kilmarnock normally play that way, they're normally all-out attack. Dundee United can play the defensive system when they want, Martin. Sometimes they'll sit in and draw teams onto them. But tonight they haven't really done that. They've been going out for it. It's been a pretty open game so far.
Olofsson doesn't know where it's dropped. It was Montgomery headed away, and he has the challenge here on Winters. Olofsson, and no one was quite on his wavelength there, and the goalkeeper didn't really deal with it. Belatedly, McGowne was coming in on the far side, and Kilmarnock had a spot of bother then, but they survived. Bagan. Henry, who was the last Kilmarnock player to score a winning goal for his club against Dundee United 2 years ago tomorrow, in fact. Space here for Pedersen. It's been strange really, because there's been a lot of good attacking ideas, and interspersed there's been some rather awful passing.
Yeah, there has been one or two, I mean, good examples, but that was a terrific ball I felt there from Olofsson, and we were a little bit slow to react to the other Dundee United players, and McLaren eventually made the run in, and Kilmarnock managed to get away, but it was really driven into a dangerous area. And look at Lekovic, he couldn't cope with it. He maybe should have held that there in the end, but McLaren, if he'd reacted a bit quicker, he might have been, had an easy tap in.
Well, Jim McCluskey has had his attention drawn to an incident by his assistant on that far side, Dougie Main, and McLaren is the player who is going to be booked as the two officials sorted out between them. McKee. Nice touch from Duffy, who's looked to get forward from midfield at every opportunity. Olofsson. Winters, player who's scored in every round. He's looking to set up this time for McLaren, coming in with the header. This is Bagan. Wright.
Malpass. Advanced on by Winters. Wright coming deep to try and influence proceedings for Kilmarnock. Here's McKee, who has been brought in tonight in place of Alex Burke and hasn't found it easy to get into the game, but has earned Kilmarnock a free kick here.
Yeah, he just tried to bust between the two players there. Definite foul, I think. I think it was Dolan that actually brought him down. But he has found it difficult. Kilmarnock should be able to get their wingers a bit more into the game, because the way Dundee United are playing, they obviously have to tuck round the full-backs at times. It means that the wingers can get the ball free and get running at them. But now the Bagan and McKee have really had very many opportunities to go and take on the full-backs. Although, to be fair to Dundee United, they're strong in those areas. There with Pedersen there, and also McKinney on the other side, who's a very, very good full-back, albeit he's not playing his natural side.
Movement by Kilmarnock in the centre, but it's a shot typical of Paul Wright, and they'll get another free kick. The angle will be a bit more acute, whether he'll try the same tack again.
A sore one for Jamie Dolan. He was in that wall and took the full brunt of that free kick.
Still down Paul Wright's knees.
He's on his knees now getting some treatment. He certainly can crack a ball, there's no doubt about it.
Here's Paul Wright, who had a spell in England with Queen's Park Rangers.
He is playing deeper. I think a little bit worried Dundee United that Kilmarnock are worried that Dundee United are going to get the control of the midfield, because they've got three in the middle as opposed to Kilmarnock's two, because Killie are playing the two wide. So Paul Wright is playing fairly deep. But what that's allowing it to do is that with the only McIntyre up front, it's allowing Malpass the luxury of being able to play almost as a sweeper. So it is suiting Dundee United to the extent that Paul Wright is going into that position.
Well, Wright has moved away from this free kick, which is going to be left to Kerr. Well, it's only partially cleared. McIntyre. Blocked by Zetterlund. Reilly. Bagan. And Bagan getting round the back. A useful cross to the far post. It took out the goalkeeper, and given the height of Dykstra, that takes a bit of doing. Wright was coming in, and some diligent defending from Pedersen.
That's a good ball. That's what you need from your wide players. You need them getting to the byline, getting those sort of crosses in. It wasn't. I don't think Wright was going to score from there, but it was good defending, because he was definitely going to head it back across goal where McIntyre was waiting.
Bagan has gone across to take the corner. Reilly. It's a tight corner for Colin McKee. Has gone behind, despite the best intentions of McGowne. So just to confirm the first booking of the game for Andy McLaren, after the assistant official on that far side was Wilson Irvin, who called across Jim McCluskey to make the necessary administrative notes in the book. Half an hour gone. And a throw from Olofsson. And he can try the same. And look for Duffy. It's a clever variation. McKee happy just to get it away. Well, coming up for you on Sky Sports later this week. Coca-Cola Cup final replay at Hillsborough. Plenty of drama involving Middlesbrough recently, and I'm sure more to come. Saturday, and just note this time for you: 11 o'clock. Liverpool against Manchester United. Sky Sports 1 on the FA Carling Premiership. Henry. Now MacPherson. McIntyre. There's an ambitious pass from McKee towards McLaren. Wright. Reilly with a chance to have a look round. A bit hurried by Kerr. And Hudson getting the better of McKee rather easily. Allison chasing, that'll hurry through. Dragoi Lekovic.
Saw Toy McLean talking to Squegan, Gary McSwiggan there, who's on the bench tonight. Just wonder if he's even going to bring on a sub even at this stage of the game to try and turn things around. But there's a lot of uncertainty in Dundee United's defence tonight, and that just sums it up.
As we've just seen there, with Malpass conceding a corner. The length of the clearance and the back man getting a bit too close to his own goalkeeper. So Kilmarnock with a chance perhaps to chalk up the opening goal. Appropriately though, Malpass does get it away. Bagan, Montgomery. MacPherson, Bobby Williamson, who's had some harsh things at times to say to his Kilmarnock players to make them realise the need to fulfil their potential. And they're looking to do that here. McKee just had one Premier League game for Manchester United. It was temporary in the youth team of many of the stars of Mike Ferguson's team today. And that's McLaren in too much of a hurry. Let's see what was in his mind. He'd got Winters running to the right-hand side, but Tommy McLean not impressed.
Yeah, I think Kilmarnock have hassled Dundee United out their normal game tonight. They've really found it difficult to cope with Kilmarnock, and when Dundee United have it, Kilmarnock are getting a challenge in. The passing's been very, very poor from Dundee United's point of view, and it's not the sort of performance we've seen of late. We were on a great run and looking very, very good.
McKee. Cleared by Duffy. A challenge by Montgomery to get the ball to Kerr. Bagan calling for it on the right, but Paul Wright keeps it shorter to MacPherson. Reilly. It's Bobby Williamson's turn to look a little exasperated. Just for your information, after the extra time at Old Trafford yesterday in the Tennant Scottish Cup, there is no extra time in the first game. We play 90 minutes tonight, and if it's level, then there will be a replay, which for these two teams would be back here a week tomorrow. Paul Wright wanting it not quickly. MacPherson has obliged. It's got in there very well indeed. Behind Malpass. Well, Wright didn't disguise what he wanted. MacPherson read the signs.
It was a well-delivered ball because Malpass was actually in good position to read it and still didn't get there. Wright making a little run out behind him, turning very quickly. You can see he likes to shoot from all sort of angles, all distances, Well on target, but not really causing a lot of problem to Dykstra.
And when you've scored in each of your last 5 games, as Paul Wright has, I wonder, don't waste any time letting fly. That ball's gone out of play for a throw.
A good record here as well. He played for Hibs too, but he scored some spectacular goals for Kilmarnock here in the past as well.
Yes, it was pleasing to hear one player say that this was one of his favourite grounds after plenty of the others have been rather decrying the conditions underfoot.
Yeah, I think Dundee United talked themselves out of playing here as well. They didn't want to play the match because they lost recently to Hibs, and they said the pitch was awful. But I spoke to 1 or 2 of the players before the game, and although they say it's still not good, it's 10 times better, they said, it was that day against Hibs.
Tommy McLean does the pointing. McLaren does the taking of the free kick. First to it, though, by some distance, was Montgomery for Kilmarnock. Winters. McKimmie. Olofsson goes to the left. McKimmie goes to the right. For Pedersen. 4 in the middle for Dundee United. Montgomery's header was more up than away, but Bagan was working back to help it on. Malpass. MacPherson perhaps a little overconfident going with the first touch there, but he was quick enough to chase the ball as it spun behind him. Malpass being tugged by McIntyre. Henry. Just a little clip with the knee by Zetterlund, interrupting McIntyre's progress.
Yeah, I think McIntyre knew it was coming there, and he's already riding the challenge. It's a pretty clumsy one, as you said, from Zetterlund.
MacPherson takes a deep free kick. There's Kerr on the scene for Kilmarnock. There goes Reilly doing what he does best. Just digging in there to make sure that possession stays with his side. McLaren. Again, Montgomery in the right place.
Yeah, they're being marked well, the Dundee United front men. I mean, Montgomery really sticks to his task well. He's not a player who's easily thrown aside by the quick movement of the likes of Winters. And, you know, Kilmarnock have kept a fairly solid back 4 most of the game. Kerr's probably been one of the 4 who's got forward most, but McKee at times has come all the way back to help, and sometimes they string like 5, 6 across the box and let Dundee United try and play through it, and so far they haven't had the guile to be able to do that.
Free kick too close to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, keeper's ball all the way. Not a good free kick. Has to be thrown or driven into an area that, you know, the keeper's not going to even be encouraged to come and get it.
This is McKee. Right. McIntyre wants an early cross. Henry's in there as well. That's McIntyre. It was an effort on target. A player who has taken part in a Scottish Cup final already in his career 2 years ago. He was a late substitute for Airdrie in their unsuccessful attempt to win the trophy when Pierre van Hooijdonk settled it for Celtic. Up against fellow Premier opposition for the first time in their cup run. It's been a gradual increase of intensity of competition. Past East Stirling of Division 3, Second Division Clyde, and then Greenock Morton from Division 1 in the quarter-final. Dundee United have had the tougher passage. They've had fellow Premiership opposition. As Bagan tries a shot, still looking for his first senior goal. Dundee United overcame First Division Stirling Albion and then 2 Premier outfits, Hearts after a replay, and Motherwell. McKee. in a semi-final. It doesn't really matter how you play, it just matters what the outcome is.
Well, that's true. Normally, if you play well, you expect to win, but the result is the most important thing.
It's Olofsson, he's got there, great stop by Lekovic, stuck out the leg to stop Kjell Olofsson, turning this semi-final Dundee United's way. He really found the thrust through the centre then. But the goalkeeper found the answer of his own. Dolan, McKimmy's lifted the Dundee United support. Winters, Olofsson, can't get through. Bagan, through the legs of Dolan, taken on by Reilly. McKee. Going infield and going into trouble. And suddenly Kilmarnock, who are throwing men forward, have to turn and check back. And here's McLaren. Zetterland's made a deep run. Olofsson is there, trying to guide it through with the header into the run of Winters. And it did flick off a Kilmarnock foot, but could hardly be seen as a back pass. Let's go back to the earlier Olofsson incident. Gordon.
Yeah, it was just a straightforward ball again, and caught out that time. A gap developed between MacPherson and McGowne there, and Olofsson was on it. He did really well to get the strike in. I mean, he hit it hard and low, and normally they go in, but keeper has got to be given some credit for getting a foot to that one. But Kilmarnock defence, for once, I think got it wrong there. The positional sense was probably a bit out.
The attempts from Kilmarnock, but on target it's level. Bagan. Saturday's semi-final had a goalless first half, and then both sides scored in the second. Celtic and Falkirk have to play again. Henry. Jamie Dolan is there. Zetterland, but pressed by Bagan, who was all eagerness. Reilly. Reilly again. And Dundee United shaping up certainly numerically well defensively. Though just at times, it's almost as if they've had too many players around on the two incidents in their own penalty area, and responsibility hasn't been seized straight away. Haven't paid a price for it as yet. That was a foul on Pedersen. Jim McCluskey is not a man who's easily moved to reach for the yellow card. He's not going to do it here, but he's given the warning to McIntyre.
Yeah, it's probably a sore one now. I think he's poked out a toe and just caught him on his shin as he's trying to go by it. It doesn't look like a bad foul, but it's probably, you know, just inside the shin guard of Pedersen, and he probably did feel that.
Winters comes for Olofsson. Now that might have been going somewhere interesting, but it struck MacPherson. Well, Tommy McLean knows more than most about competing in the Scottish Cup. At the moment, there's a bit of a competition between the two managers as who can look the angriest.
Yeah, he just tried to knock it back. I think he's made a bad pass, and then as McIntyre's tried to go for it, he's held him back, James Jones.
Kerr allowing it to run through to the goalkeeper, and that was sensible. Here's some acceleration from McLaren. Winter's gone to the right. Olofsson on the left. McLaren ploughing his own furrow. MacPherson
getting in the line of the shot again. Zetterlund puts it back in. A touch from Olofsson, but the flag went up straight away against Robbie Winters.
It was a good ball knocked back in by Zetterlund first time there, but good little run from McLaren. He was forced wide. The command had plenty of players back. There was never a great deal of danger. Good block. But look at this. This is a good ball play there. But look where Robbie Winters gets himself. Definitely an offside position. The linesman absolutely correct.
Right.
See, Dundee United haven't really played well, Mark, in this first half. I think Kilmarnock have been slightly the better side, but the thing is that they are up the slope, Dundee United, and normally, traditionally, especially when Hibs play here, the way to play is normally up the slope in the first half, and it normally means that you can look forward to the second half a bit more, because it is easier to hit down the slope. Kilmarnock have the best of that in the first half, and they haven't capitalised on it.
That was under hit by Kerr. McLaren. Well, claiming he was being held. Jim McCluskey had a good view of it and didn't see anything that necessitated in his mind to blow on the whistle. And Wright trying to drive it out of play, being hounded by McIntyre. But there's no doubting the desire of McLaren. But for Tommy McLean, there hasn't really been an end product from his running with the ball. It is half-time. Well, the final will take place on May the 24th. The venue hasn't been announced officially yet. The best guess is Ibrox. Talking of Ibrox, that's as Smith and Knox relaxing tonight. No Rangers involvement at this late stage in a trophy. And of course they won last season. Bobby Williamson having his teeth in management. Played, of course, for Kilmarnock. Played the Rangers and rather unluckily broke a leg at a key stage in his career. McKee. Reilly. McGowne. MacPherson and Paul Wright pulling forward again, trying to take up the sort of position that at least got him in for one decent strike at goal in the first half from a MacPherson long ball. Perry. Pedersen. Passing. Again letting Dundee United down. Kerr doing better with his ball. For McIntyre. Well, he really let rip on the run.
It was a terrific ball, a good run by McIntyre as well. He peels away from defence. That's a good run in between the full-back and the centre-back there. He's not noted for his right foot, but he strikes it pretty well from a tight angle. I've been surprised if Dykstra had been beaten. You can see just how he pulls his arms out the way last minute. He knows that's going wide, makes sure he doesn't get touched out. Good goalkeeper.
And from McLaren, Duffy. Cousin of the Hibs manager. Pedersen, well, that's a really hopeful one. But, it might lead to something for Zetterlund.
Yeah, I think he attempted the cross and he ended up marking there. He pushed wide. As you said, it was a hopeful one. It was really just a big dump into the middle there. I really high ball, not to particularly to do anything, but look at this, it goes to his head, and I think he just tries to drop one at the back post there. A couple of players coming in, but not very well directed at all. But he's probably been disappointed as well. I think he's been in good form this season, but tonight he hasn't really got going. And the same with Pedersen, who I've seen before as well, do fantastic marking jobs and Laudrup on a couple of occasions, and Di Canio as well. But tonight, although he's defensively played pretty well, his passing's not been at the best. But a bit of a clash of heads there, I think, as well, with McIntyre and Perry. Kerr taking a knock. We saw a bad clash on Saturday, and Alan Stubbs, almost similar to that, just took a knock the side of his head after clearing the ball, and ended up with concussion and had to go off on a stretcher. So Perry is back on his knees, and it looks as if he's going to be allowed to carry on.
Friendly pat from the other player involved. McIntyre's looked in good touch, really. The sharp end for Kilmarnock. At times he can look awkward and ungainly, but
he's busy though, Martin. He does a lot of running, and the thing is, he's playing pretty much a lone role. Wright is getting up to support him, but Wright has been withdrawn slightly deeper tonight, and he's playing in beside Dolan. He and Dolan are having a fair old challenge in there.
And it was left by Montgomery to McGowne, who didn't expect it. And the two centre-backs have a little inquest after that. And they needed to sort it out, because this could have been very costly. That goes MacPherson. Perry. There's McIntyre trying to wriggle free. Dundee United, who used to be labelled as almost chokers in this competition. They couldn't win a Scottish Cup final, although they had 6 attempts in some 17 seasons. And then finally in 1994 they did beat Rangers. There they are with a corner, and is it going to be a free kick to put the ball into an area which might lead to them taking the lead against Kilmarnock in this semi-final. Andy McLaren to take it. Well, they were putting all sorts of bodies in there, including Perry.
Yeah, it was a decent header. Good free kick as well, thrown away from the keeper, but he really needed to get a bit more power on it. Had to drop it back across goal to the far post in order to give Lekovic any problem whatsoever.
Really launched by McKee. Only putting it down for Olofsson, but he couldn't maintain any control. Reilly. Two moving to the left for Kilmarnock, ahead of Kerr. McKee. Patched back by Duffy, rather painfully. And he certainly wanted the ball to feet and not in behind Dylan Kerr.
Yeah, neither side are getting a chance to settle, and that's why we're not seeing much football at the moment. Both teams have been put under pressure immediately they win the ball.
McLaren. Well, you have to applaud his intentions, even if the execution still isn't quite what Dundee United need, but he's taking the responsibility of taking men on.
Yeah, he fought his way through here more than anything else. There's a couple of breaks of the ball, as you can see. He was trying and eventually got the little break he looked for. He almost stumbled, fell over here. Just couldn't get his foot round it in order to turn it back across goal.
Stretch by McKee. Kerr. McKee up to Wright, but now passes in quickly. Pass from Henry. Catching Bagan, flagged offside.
Do you think maybe those Kilmarnock fans behind that linesman don't agree with him there? But I think it was actually. I think it was just a touch as the ball was played forward. A bit of a late flag actually, but he was unlucky because he just timed it better. He might have been in, but Paul Wright took a bit of a knock there. I think Morris Malpass played that the ball and the man at the same time, and just came through and caught him. Yeah, just caught his leg there as he played that away. So Paul Wright receiving some treatment. But there's no fluency to the game at the moment. It's stop-start. The players are giving the ball away too much. They're getting challenged. There's a lot of pressing going on, but both teams are not allowing each other to settle on it at all. They're gathered about 20 yards either side of the halfway line at times, and it's just denial of space. And both sides have been successful playing that way of late. They've got results. They've moved up the table, playing a sort of pressing game, and this is the result of the two sides that play a similar game coming together.
Bagan. That's handball by McIntyre. Perry going forward again. Duffy forces a threat in the air. Doesn't reach him. Pedersen. McKee stopping it, reaching McLaren. Wright not looking too good at the moment. Pedersen. There's Olofsson trying to get round the back. Almost 10 minutes gone in the second half. And Dundee United trying to pile on the pressure down the slope at Easter Road. Malpass. Cut out by Henry. Bagan. McKee. Dundee United claim handball. Kerr. It's a nervous prod forward, rather typical of the contest at times. Prize is such a big one, a place in the limelight on the last day of the domestic season. McKee, who's been there, of course, and won before 3 times with Aberdeen. McLaren, who was in the Dundee United side that did lift the trophy in 1994 at the expense of Rangers. Play from McGowne. A lot of confidence, Bagan. Mentioned the ball and has used it sensibly, but simply. This is McKee. Reilly. McKee just about in the right place, having to go into, well, it was a 50-50 challenge. McKee didn't pull out.
Yeah, I think it's just the way they collided. But it was a great opportunity just before that for Paul McKee, 1v1 situation, getting the ball into those wide areas. Here's the challenge here. Gus MacPherson there, looks half turns out it, yeah. But not the best of challenge. A touch of the McIntyre's about it, I think, but maybe not as high though. Look, studs up there. And McKimmy's felt the brunt of that. I think if I had to give a ruling on that, I would rule it the Dundee United man's way, actually. But it was the same before. Paul McKee, it looks as if he's short of confidence tonight. He hasn't been in the side for a long time. Young Alec Burke has kept him out of the team. I think it's an opportunity tonight due to the injury of Burke, and he hasn't shown a lot of confidence. There he is there. He's not been really taking his man on. He had the 1-against-1 situation with Peterson there, and he ended up just throwing a hopeful cross in his right foot. I'd like to see him be more positive and taking on those situations.
Well, no free kick given. Ball contested almost as fiercely as the original challenge. It's Winters turning away. Duffy going into the centre. We're seeing more of Dundee United as an attacking force already in the second half. Put it in by McLaren, not too far away from Duffy. In terms of league seniority, 20 points difference in the Premier Division in Dundee United's favour between these two. I think ties have a way of evening that sort of thing out, though. Talking to a lot of people before the game, the mention of John Duncan, of course a Scot, in charge of Chesterfield's heroic effort yesterday. And if John's listening tonight, his fellow countrymen very appreciative of his work.
I remember playing against John actually when he was at Dundee, and he was a good striker as well, and he went on to Tottenham from there, so he did. He's made a good career himself as a player and then as a manager in England too.
Just got to learn to keep those glasses on at the key moments.
They were on and off all night. Just you need to get these ones that get tied. You know, the elastic bands, the ones you just get on the elastic bands around his ears.
McGowne, but good pressure. That's been very much the order of the night from both sides. It was Olofsson doing the charging down. Just over half an hour to go. See the improvement for Dundee United in the action areas. Without really carving out a very clear-cut opening. McLaren. That might help McKee's confidence. But then he's played against Reilly. It was fortunate for Kilmarnock that it went across to Henry. Reilly pushing it forward. Back it goes from Perry. Pedersen. Winters. Olofsson can reach it. Zetterlund coming in. Back for Olofsson. Oh, he wanted far too much time. It's Bagan who saw the danger. McKee. Surprising for Olofsson then. Certainly seemed to surprise Tommy McLean. I expected better from a player who's done particularly well since Dundee United invested £400,000 in him.
Yeah, you don't have that time around the box normally, and I'm surprised he did delay on it, because Kilmarnock are very, very quick to get midfield players back and wide men back as soon as they can in order to try and snuff out any problems that arise. But I say the game's not really picked up in terms of quality here, but Dundee United are forcing a bit more of the play. But I think that's because of the slope, really. You do tend to defend a little bit deeper when you're hitting up it, and it means that consequently you give away a bit of territory to the opposition.
MacPherson. McIntyre almost getting it down for Colin McKee. Duffy. Now back by the head of Montgomery. McIntyre trying to hold it up, guide it back to a supporting midfield player. With a tentative kick by Dijkstra. Pedersen and Duffy helped him out. And Kerr got the ball quickly, but it was too quick for any of his teammates. He wanted to catch Dundee United out with a quick throw. MacPherson. A lot of experience in that back four for Kilmarnock. MacPherson, McGowne, Montgomery and Kerr. And they're having to call upon it from time to time now. This is McIntyre, believing it is his throw correctly. And a chance to move one or two more forward for Kilmarnock.
through doing that. Paul Wright brings them a corner, and even more will come forward.
Yeah, you just get the feeling at times that if there's going to be a breakthrough, it's going to be a set piece or either a corner or a free kick, and Dundee need to bring on McKinnon. That gives them more firepower from those sort of situations.
McKee with the corner. Kerr can't get involved. Taken away now by McLaren. And Dundee United have got 4 players in the centre. McLaren. Pedersen, but a good hounding by Henry. Perry stepping in. Olofsson, and that's Duffy. Well, as I said in the first half, that was part of the thinking for his selection tonight, that the pitch at ground level might not be too reliable, but if you can head it, you can be effective. The ball, that is.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's what Duffy does well, though. He does get in the box late at times, and he is good in the air. He was put off a little bit, I think, with the chance of Kilmarnock there. But he just didn't quite get the header on target. It was a good ball from Dolan, good diagonal ball into the head of Olofsson, and as I say, he's very accurate with those sort of situations well, and can pick out other people making runs in the box, even in tight areas.
And Robbie Winters through the centre for Dundee United at the moment. Kerr. Good challenge by Reilly. Now some room for Wright. There hasn't been much of that. Bagan. What? Well, it came off the bar and back into play. Well, it might take something strange to settle this semi-final. And you nearly saw a freak goal. Dykstra with his heart beating a bit faster at the moment, but here comes Dolan. Olofsson trying to get the cross in first time. Duffy, Pedersen, Dolan. And let's look back at the incident at the other end.
Well, it was a decent bit of play with Kilmarnock. They opened up the play a bit and got it out wide, and it was a ball obviously thrown in as a cross, and Dykstra didn't know exactly what to do with that. It looks as if he's just shepherding it over. Look at that, off the bar, and you can see by his face he's a bit taken aback by it. Well, I think he thinks this is going over and he just has to shepherd it. Look, it swerved in at the last moment.
Relieved Steve Dykstra, and David Bagan probably as surprised as anybody about what happened following his cross. There's some activity in the Dundee United bench. Tommy McLean getting Ray McKinnon ready, a player who scored a hat-trick against Kilmarnock in February. McLaren, out comes Lekovic, and although it was a high ball, Olofsson was attracted towards it and certainly made a decent attempt at least to distract the goalkeeper.
It should always be the keepers. There's good goalkeeper now to come and take it, just take the pressure off the defence. But McKinnon about to come on. He's a good player, McKinnon. He can hold the ball up, he can make passes, and as we know, a bit of a free kick specialist as well.
MacPherson has only run it out. The chance of a quick throw again there, not taken, but maybe United aware that they wanted the delay, and it is. McGowne, who hasn't been in the best form in recent weeks, and he's certainly tried his utmost today, but very little of the outside has really come off. And now he comes off to be replaced by Ray McKinnon, who had a reserve game recently just to prove his recovery from a foot injury. He scored a goal in that. Kilmarnock perhaps won't be too pleased to see him after the damage he did to them at Rugby Park the last time the two clubs met.
I won't be too happy to give away free kicks, that's for sure, Mark, on the edge of the box.
MacPherson. McIntyre will have to chase his own flick. It was a gallant try, but no more.
Littlewoods, supporters of Scottish football.
Raptor 2.
It's been a real lack of productivity from those in the creative and attacking parts of the pitch. Could just take one flash of inspiration, maybe one error. We saw Kilmarnock come close when Dykstra misjudged the cross from Bagan. And the crossbar was shaking for a second, and so too was everyone connected with Dundee United. It hasn't flowed or been flashy by any means, but it could still yet provide a finish at Easter Road. McIntyre, Wright. It's disturbed enough by Duffy, but not fouled by him. But could only patch it onto the chest of McGowne. McIntyre. And that's an incisive pass for Bagan to get his cross in. Oh, Dykstra, it did just jump out of his hand for a fraction of a second as Wright arrived, but good work between Wright and McIntyre to get it to Bagan in the first place.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball from McIntyre. Just inside shoot McKee, allowed him to get wide, and from a very tight angle he managed to, he did well to throw it in the box, but Dykstra just, momentarily perhaps just to let it slip.
This is Olofsson, and there was no margin for error there for goalkeeper Lekovic and the defender MacPherson. Sometimes a recipe for catastrophe when the two gets as close as this.
Yeah, it's good defending again though, Martin. I mean, he comes across there, the ball's played in behind the centre-backs from someone coming in from a wide area, and who's there? MacPherson just curling him across, just shepherding it back to his keeper.
MacPherson's ball forward, hit powerfully by Malpass. Wright and Perry, and that got it back to McIntyre. Wasn't a huge amount of power in the shot, but the direction required the save.
Yeah, well held up, Wright getting forward on that occasion. You can see it's under his feet, he hits it. I think it's slicing wide, to be honest with you, but Dykstra's probably delighted to make a save. He's not a lot to do apart from taking a few crosses in the second half, so keepers like to get a little bit of practice in, don't they?
Taking a few and not taking one. Tommy McLean brought him back to Scotland. They were together at Motherwell, and a lot of changes since that managerial change was made at Tannadice. McKee trying to show the Norwegian that he hasn't got the total measure of his opponent. Winters. Couldn't keep McKinnon from stepping in. But now it breaks for McIntyre. That's pass one, now pass, but showed too much of the ball to McKinney. Bagan. You can't see where a goal's coming from, but the events at Old Trafford yesterday reminded us to expect the unexpected. Zetterland. Winters! Well, there was more zip about that move.
Yeah, it was better football, more flowing play in order to get Zetterland out wide, and he throws a good ball in near box there, but a good challenge with Montgomery, enough to put him off. Good marking, he got himself in the right position, Ray Montgomery there, to stop the near post cross, but Winters, it was a good little run just across the front of him. This is the attempts at goal, 9 each attempts, and I think, you know, it was pretty even. Look at it, 4 each on target.
Reilly. Personally, I do think it's disappointing that there isn't extra time under the regulations of the Scottish FA for these semi-finals. We might not require it, but because here come Kilmarnock. And Baxter had to be assertive then. He was, he's kicked quickly. Montgomery has missed very, very little. Reilly, they've been the star performers tonight, the men at the back. They've given so little away. It hasn't been a difficult game for the two goalkeepers. Empty seats there, about 3,500 short of capacity, the attendance, but there were gloomy prognostications that there would be even less than that. Talk of a boycott from Dundee United supporters because they didn't like the choice of venue. But as you can hear, there are plenty here yelling for that handball. And eight minutes to go. Pedersen's free kick. McKinney. That's Henry. Showing the sort of purpose that's required in these circumstances. It's an opportunity for someone to really get his name up in lights with a winning goal in this situation. And included in that number will be Tom Brown, who's coming on for Colin McKee.
I mean, it's a slight change of style because Brown is really a striker, through the middle player, not a pacey player, but he's a worker, and he'll make it difficult. He might go and play right up front alongside McIntyre, I imagine, but Colin McKee, I'm not really surprised, and there's substitution as well. Winters coming off, not the best of games either, and McSwegan on for him, also a pacey player, can get the odd goal, good finisher, Gary McSwegan, but Colin McKee is a player definitely without confidence. I mean, he never looked like the player he's been for Kilmarnock in the past on this occasion.
McGowne! Oh, and Brown! He must have thought he was in to put Kilmarnock in the final.
Yeah, it would have been his first touch of the ball as well. What a finish that would have been for his first opportunity, but it's a good strike by Kevin McGowne. Brilliant strike. I think that Steve Dykstra tried to hold that rather than just palm it away. With the power of the shot, he might have been better just pushing it past the post, but he's tried to catch it here. Look, it's been a good one for the photographers, that one, but to be honest, he does really well, to be fair to him. The recovery is brilliant to get himself back on his feet, and just when it looks like Brown's knocking it in the net, he's very, very brave to go and block it.
I just wonder whether Brown was in an offside position, but it matters not now. It was a terrific strike by McGowne. Well, we're coming towards the last 5 minutes, and having seen Kilmarnock come so close, Dundee United now have an opportunity from this set piece. Pushing waste the potential in the situation. But just to go back to the lack of extra time, Gordon, I'm a great fan of the way they run the Coca-Cola Cup in Scotland, with the matches being settled on the one evening and the competition having its own climax over the first half of the season. But to balance that against maybe a lack of enterprise with a lack of extra time in this situation.
Absolutely, I think that's something you could learn in England, is the way we operate our Coca-Cola Cup up here. One game, every game's played on the night and is over on the night, but I certainly think I agree with the English system of having the semi-finals go first and foremost to extra time, at least on the day, because there's nothing worse than a game just ending after 90 minutes and knowing there's a replay, and normally the replays are coming up at the moment 10, 12 days later.
Dolan takes the free kick. Montgomery gets it away surely. Bagan. Back with Dolan again. This is Malpass. Still glory to be gained here at Easter Road tonight for either Kilmarnock or Dundee United. Zetterland. Duffy trying to make it difficult for Lekovic, which he certainly did. Whether Jim McCluskey would have given a free kick, I'm not sure. Certainly the referee
Well, it's too high a
situation very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's too high a ball thrown in there, but he's under pressure. He does well under that sort of pressure. A difficult one for people when he's got to stand underneath it and wait for players running on top of him. So Lekovic has performed well for those. I think that's the first one really that he's had any trouble taking.
Swigan complaining he'd been balked. Brown. And McKinnon getting there before Kerr. Bit of contact on John Henry, and Kilmarnock have a free kick. Alden take it quickly, although Kerr's calling for it on this near side. Goes in the opposite direction to MacPherson. McIntyre is there. Wright busy trying to peel off if the ball just drops down, taking the percentage position really, but it didn't come his way that time. Played by McSweden. McGowne. McIntyre. Drift behind. McGowne. Zetterland. Here's Kerr. Brown, back for Dylan Kerr again. Prepared to take a chance further forward here, but showing a stud or two as he followed in, and taking a risk, having been let off a booking by the referee for the
yeah, it's not a sort of challenge. Not a sort of challenge like to see. Look at that. I mean, he has ended up getting the ball. There's no doubt about it. He hasn't caught Dolan with the challenge, but you can't lift your foot like that. Look at this. This looks dangerous right away, and Dolan goes in that little bit earlier. He's going to catch that above the level of the ball. So probably a little bit fortunate not to get a yellow card, I think.
awkward one for MacPherson. Malpass. Right sort of ball maybe in the circumstances. Get some pressure on. Prey on Kilmarnock nerves. They know the final whistle is close, and now they've got a free kick to defend. Well, we're into the 90th minute. And by the time the free kick is actually taken, it may well be stoppage time. But Ray McKinnon, those 3 goals against Kilmarnock, all from free kicks a couple of months ago. Are we going to take the direct route here? No. Smothered by Lekovic. Gordon, your Tennant's man of the match.
Well, I think it's a difficult one to choose tonight, but I think that a man who's Kilmarnock through and through and marshalled the team brilliantly tonight, and he's also seen off one of the best young players in Scotland, Willie Winters, and marked him really well. I think the Kilmarnock captain, Ray McGowne, is my man of the match. Right.
Accolade in the week of his 36th birthday. So he's belied those years tonight. Who went down all the way down into the 2nd division with Kilmarnock back in the late 80s. Said what a painful experience that was. Even losing a semi-final couldn't be as bad as that. And he hasn't lost this semi-final, and it looks as though he's going to have to play in another one. Malpass. Olofsson. McSwegan. McKinnon coming in at pace, and Kerr served his side well then. That was a ball in the circumstances that just had to be won. He was favourite to get it, but he made sure he did. Kerr heading it forward. Kilmarnock had the better of the first half. Dundee United forced them back down the slope at times in the second half. But you really can't think of a genuine opening for a goal to win this here at the first time of asking. Referee making sure we're all well aware that he's adding time on for any delaying at that throw. Dolan, off goes McSwegan. One last chase for Montgomery. But they can't get past him. And the ball has gone out of play. It's not the final whistle. So, Olofsson of the long throw. Surely a final chance to get it into the Kilmarnock penalty area. Perry is there. Duffy is there. And it's cleared by Kerr. And each time Kilmarnock and Dundee United have met in the Scottish Cup, it's needed a replay. And tonight is no exception.